Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This your girl at Queen 88. Follow, like, subscribe to my channel. Today, as promised, I'm gonna tell you my story as a young stroke survivor. So I had a stroke 3 years ago. I was actually on vacation, first time to Cali. Went to go visit a friend who's been begging me to come out there to see him, one of my good friends. So I decided to go out to Cali during, it was Labor Day weekend. It feels like it just happened yesterday. So we had planned out the whole weekend. We was going to be on a yacht. We was going to parties and stuff, like just enjoying my time in LA. And he's being a very good host, trying to show me around. It's not my first time flying out to the West Coast. So it was just like any other flight. The day was normal of what I thought it would be. Because honestly, I didn't know the signs of a stroke, and honestly I wouldn't be able to tell because it was just like when everything was happening, it just felt like just a typical day. I just thought I just drank too much, because literally on my third day, that's when I had my third day in LA, that's when I had my stroke, and I was supposed to be there for about a week. So the day before I had my stroke, when everything happened, we had went to out dinner, had some drinks. The next day, throughout that day, I wasn't really feeling good. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go home. We were supposed to do a whole bunch of other stuff, but I was like, let's go back. Let's just go back to the house and get some rest. So that morning, I had That morning, I woke up and I was speaking to my sister via FaceTime, just catching up like we always do, and everything was fine. And literally, when I got off the phone with her, I was trying to go to the bathroom. I got up and, like I typically do, getting ready to go to the bathroom, and I fell to the floor. And when I fell to the floor, it felt like an out-of-body experience. My left arm, like I saw it going over my head, but it wasn't moving. Luckily, my friend walked in at that time, and he was like, "Girl, what are you doing on the floor?" And I'm like, "I can't get up." And I couldn't tell if my words were, it felt like I was talking, my words were slurring. But again, we didn't know the symptoms of like when you're about to have a stroke. All he knows something was wrong. So he went and called his boyfriend to help me pick me off the floor, called my sisters, and then my sisters FaceTime me. Right, they FaceTime me, and I was still on the floor. FaceTime me, and one of my sister's best friends, she's a nurse practitioner. She knew exactly what was happening, and just screamed and told my friend that I needed to get to the hospital immediately. She didn't want to tell us what was going on. Ambulance came. Luckily, he stayed 10 minutes away from the hospital. So 10 minutes, not 10 minutes, within like 5 minutes, the ambulance was there and it was like a movie. Got to the hospital. They did a small incision to remove the blood clot from my right side of my brain, which affected my left side. So my left side was temporarily out of commission, because when I was in the hospital, I was in ICU for 3 days in ICU. And then I was a week in the hospital running tests, trying to figure out what's happening or what happened to me. And it's good. Honestly, I can tell my story and share my testimony with you guys now, and I'm not crying. It still felt like it happened yesterday. Still processing and trying to figure out what happened to me, especially when I was in the hospital. All I wanted was my sisters, because I was out there visiting a friend, and all my family was on the East Coast. So they're trying to figure out how to get to me and stuff like that. So luckily, I had a few friends that were out in LA, that stay out of LA, that came to visit. Or try to come in, came and visit and sit with me, which I'm very thankful for. But yeah, they ran a lot of tests. Ultimately, they just said for me to stop taking my birth control pills, because they couldn't find anything wrong with me. because I lived prior pre-stroke, Rashmi. I still do try to. I live a healthy lifestyle. I go to the gym. I went to the gym 5 days out the week, took dance classes. After that, I was constantly moving my body, constantly traveling, doing a lot of things on my own. I'm very hyper independent. So post stroke, now 3 years in, I'm walking better, not where I want to be, but it's better from where I began. I still don't have movement. I have a little bit of movement in my thumb, but I can't fully use my hands or my arm, just like as if like this. This left arm can't do that. But it's okay. I'm working hard to get back to it with therapy and moving around. But having a stroke at 34, now I'm 37, is still an adjustment, being on my own, and I'm very hyper independent, so I like to do things myself and just want to get back to my independence, which I'm doing. But yeah, so I'm a young stroke survivor, and there's life after having a stroke. And I just want to say that. And learning as I'm building my community on TikTok, and as well, hopefully here on YouTube, all my young or just stroke survivors in general, I get it, we'll get into a habit of comparing other stroke survivors, but everybody's body heals differently. So, we just got to stay on our own path and our own journey and do what we can and just let God handle the rest. Because at the end of the day, thankfully, God saw that He gave my life a second chance. So I don't want to waste it. So just moving forward, just trying to stay in a positive mindset and keep pushing forward. Because still to this day, I can't believe I had a stroke. Me had a stroke. And just know, again, I said me had a stroke. Nobody's exempt. This can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. And I was a healthy body and I had a stroke. But life goes on. But yeah, just wanted to share my story when I had a stroke, which was 3 years ago. And now I'm a young stroke survivor. Thankfully, I'm still here. I'm still with you guys, staying in a positive mindset and still trying to go ahead and push forward. Because I will get better and I will be healed. And I will get back to dancing, jumping, and working out just how I want to work out. But yeah, just if you want to follow me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, share. Again, thank you guys.